Hello friends, welcome you all to another video. And in last day's video we have started sonnet number 116, Let Me Not to the Marriage of True Minds, and it was written by William Shakespeare. And actually this sonnet is about the true love, and actually we have completed the 6 lines which you can see here. And already I have completed this line. You can see here I have drawn it. Okay, so actually what actually the poet is wanted to say here, that poet the true love is that kind of love which never alter when it finds alternation, and it never bends when the remover find, or from the remover to remove. So it is like a fixed mark, and it will never shaken whenever the tempest comes. So it is a fixed mark. Okay, so it never shakes whenever the tempest come, and it is like a star that every wandering bar can see that. So that was we have seen in the previous video. Now today we are going to see the remaining line of this poem, and I'm going to read first these lines and then I'm going to analyze it. So whose worth unknown, although his hide be taken, love is not time's full, though rosy lips and cheeks. Within his bending sickles compass come, love arteth not with his brief hours and weeks, but bears it out even to age of doom, if this be error and upon me proved. And the last line will be, I never write, nor no man ever loved. So here what he is saying, that whose worth unknown. So we don't know the worthness of love. Okay, so although his height be taken, although the love has got an immense height, very immense height, so therefore we cannot count and we cannot measure the height of love, or the worthiness of love. We cannot measure it. So love is that kind of a thing, and love is not time's full. Okay, the people changes when the time changes. You know that there are very beautiful songs also in Bollywood. Akshay Kumar there, and Karishma Kapoor is there, and there is a song, the words is like that, Mosam ki tarah tum badal to na jaoge. And again there is another song similar type with the Kareena Kapoor and Akshay Kumar, that same song, that whether you will change when the time change. So love is not a time's fool, it never change, and again love never becomes old. Okay, young people can become old, but love is a very young thing, and which never change. So you can see the images and you can see the similes which are used in this poem, and I can ask you question on it, so kindly attentively listen it. Love is not time's fool, though rosy lips and cheeks, within his bending sickles compass come. Okay, so even though the rosy lips is there, even though the cheeks is there, within his bending sickle compass come. So love arteth not with his brief hours and weeks. Okay, so if a person has, if A is a loving, truly loving B. Okay, A is a man and he loves a woman. Okay, and even though other women come there with the rosy lips, with the cheeks, very beautiful cheeks. Okay, and even though his sickles compass come, even though his heart try to focus on that another woman or another woman who are more beautiful than his beloved, but even though love arteth not with his brief hours and weeks. Okay, so with the brief introduction, or brief that if he meet briefly with some other lady, but because of that his love for his beloved never changes, never diverts from that woman to this woman. Okay, so here the poet is saying that love arteth not with his brief hours and week, but bears it out even the age of doom. Okay, so again love will never change if he is away from his beloved for some hours, or for weeks, or for months, or for years, even though his love never changed. So the love lasted until the age of doom. The concept of love, or we can say the feeling of love, will be at the age of doom. Doom means what? That is the Qayamat ka din, when everything will be collapsed according to Christianity and other religions. Abrahamic religion said that the Qayamat will come, and that will be the end of the human being, the end of the world. So until that, the love will be there. And here in the last two lines, the last couplet of this sonnet, the poet is saying that if this be error and upon me proved, if he is speaking wrong, and if it is proved that whatever he has written it is wrong, then I never write, nor no man ever loved. So he has, if that is the wrong, and if anybody has proved that, then he has not written any love poetry, and no man in this world have loved actually. So that is his message. And here you can see the notes also, and I'm going to show, I'm going to post it in our Google Classroom. So again you can see the, the rhyming scheme is A B A B. Okay, you can see that B C B C. Okay, C D C D. Okay, and G G. Okay, A B. Sorry, like that. A B A B. C D C D. E F E F, and last is G G. So that is the Shakespearean sonnet, the structure of this sonnet. And you can see here are three quatrains and one couplet is here. And you can see that imagery of this poem. We can see the from here you can see that the marriage of true minds is there, and again you can see here the alternation is there. So you can just see here we can say the fixed, ever fixed mark. Okay, ever fixed marks, or we can say that a pole is there. Okay, pole, or we can say that it is a ओके. जेव्हा तुम्ही समुद्रामध्ये त्यावेळेस असा पोल असायचा, अजूनही तुम्ही बघू शकता, तर तिथे जे जहाज असेल त्यांना योग्य मार्ग दाखवण्यासाठी दॅट इज द फिक्स्ड मार्क अँड इट नेवर shaken when the tempest comes. So these are the things. The star is another imagery here used to compare with the love. Again here is the love is compared to the time also. Okay, so all these things the women are okay compared to the rosy lips and cheeks. So all these things are imaginary are there. So hey guys, I hope that you understood this poem, and this is the, in a very short time I have completed this poem. If you have any kind of questions, you can comment and you can raise your questions. I am there to solve your all questions. So thank you for watching.